Welcome everyone to my reading of Douglas Adams' The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, by far the best thing to come out of England since the Beatles. Now, today I will only be reading the best parts of the book, as y'all are stuck with me until I have finished. Thus, let's get this over quickly so we can all leave. Our tale begins with our main character, Arthur Dent, being dragged by his friend Ford Perfect to the pub, as the world is about to end. By the way, I forgot to mention, Ford is a space alien.
I need 6 pints of bitter. Make it quick. The road's ending.
You sure you don't want to change?
Screw it. You can keep it. The road's... You're not going to have any time to spend it.
Ford, would you care to tell me what is going on today?
Drink up. You got 2 more pints to get through.
2 pints? At lunch.
Yeah, it's a muscle relaxer.
Muscle
You're
relaxer?
gonna need it.
What?
You're gonna need it, bro.
Did I do anything wrong today? Or has the world always been like this? And I've just been too wrapped up in myself?
Okay, I'll try to explain. How long have we known each other?
5 years, maybe 6?
How would you react if I said that I wasn't from this earth after all, and I was actually from a small planet in the vicinity of Vietnamese?
Honestly, knowing you, that's something you'd probably say, so it's pretty much expected. Is today Thursday? I can never get the hang of Thursdays.
Our valiant heroes. Well, not valiant, more like involuntary. Anyways, Arthur Dent finds that his house is actually being taken down for a highway bypass. As he is running to save his house, the Vogons appear. The Vogons are an alien race that is obsessed with work and virtually hates everything else, much like a German. Think Squidward, crossed with 200 pounds of grey goo. Anyways, the Vogons are attempting to construct a hyperspace bypass lane. You see the correlation, as the author did there? Quite witty. Good tea. Regardless, humanity's panicking, it's about to be destroyed, and boom. Yeah, it's destroyed. As you just saw was our rendition of Earth being destroyed, but as our editor is lazy, we just pirated a scene of Alderaan being blown up by the Death Star. As our motto at Horsehead Productions, yo ho, a pirate's life from me. Anyways, Ford, being a hitchhiking alien, managed to hitch a ride on one of the Vogon ships. And Arthur, hitchhiking with him, is taking a bit as well as you could expect for a man whose planet was just destroyed 30 seconds ago and just learned about the existence of aliens. At least he isn't dead. Actually, no, I take that back. The Vogons hate hitchhikers and throw them out of the airlock. But joy of joys, due to the sake of plot convenience, they are picked up by another passing ship. And to serve contrivance, that ship is piloted by Ford's cousin. What luck.
Just a little side note. Due to the lack of funds, thanks, Danny, there's supposed to be a melancholy robot. Just imagine one sulking in the corner that sighs often.
Ford, where are we?
I don't know. I haven't opened my eyes yet.
Neither have I.
Where are we?
Just picked up a couple guys from Open Space. Section ZZ9, plural Z Alpha.
Can't we just put them back where we found them?
Zaphod, they were floating around unprotected in open space. You wouldn't want them to die, would you?
Well, no. Not as such, but...
Not as such? Not die as such, but...
Well, maybe somebody else might have picked them up later.
A second later and they would have been dead.
Yeah, so you taken the trouble to think about the problem a bit longer, it would have gone away.
So you would have been happy to let them die?
Well, not as such, but
Anyway, I didn't pick them up.
Well, who picked them up then?
The ship did.
Huh?
The ship picked them up all by itself.
Huh?
While we were in improbability drive.
Well, that's incredible.
Not incredible, Zaphod, just very, very improbable.
Yeah.
Look, Zaphod, don't worry about the aliens. They're just a couple guys, I expect. Let's call them up to the ship.
As our dear Ford and Arthur enter the ship, they realize they know the two people standing in front of them. Arthur is the most surprised, as he actually knows the woman quite well. Trika McMillan, or as she is known here, Trillian. Well, knew is quite strong, as he only failed with flirting with her at a party, as he was passed over by a man who said he would show her his spaceship. How scandalous. Delicious, no context. But in actuality, he did have a spaceship. And Zaphod, as he was known, is taking them all to the Horsehead Nebula. It seems that we're not just pirating video clips today. They're in search of the mythical planet of Margarathia. Margarathia. I have no idea how it's pronounced, and I refuse to learn. Basically, in lieu of my English, it's Space Atlantis. Orbital mystery. But there's a twist. Much like my hat, it is the perfect example of capitalism at work, as it is a planet that builds planets for rich people. Redlining. But, just like the planet, it is my real, but also its defense grid is, and they have 2 nuclear missiles fired at their ship. Oh dear. I'm going to have to get some more tea soon.
Do you know what this means?
I don't know that we're gonna die.
No, it means we're onto something.
How soon can we get off it?
As a matter of interest, what are we gonna do?
Take evasive action. Computer, what evasive action can we take?
None, I'm afraid, guys. When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. Impact, minus 20 seconds, guys.
Honestly, why doesn't anybody turn on this drive lane over here?
Are you crazy? Without proper programming, anything can happen.
Does that matter at this stage right now? Whoa, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Bowl of petunias and a sperm whale was supposed to appear, not this.
Where are we? Man, if I
Or
had.
on my show?
But where are we? What planet? What sector?
Earth.
Wasn't Earth destroyed?
One in your book, yes.
Look,
Long story. Well, you eventually do land in Margarathia, and you learn that Earth was built by mice, but they're from another dimension, and they're on the search for the meaning of life.
is that right?
Is there a pub around here?
One down the road, I reckon.
Thank you, my man.
Have a good day. Well, much like myself without my hat, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was quite interesting. But unlike that, might be actually something I would recommend. Unlike most of my life, which is run without morals and without any sort of decency, the strong moral I pulled from this book was that you never get your head down and continue going, regardless of the odds. Much like the US spreading from coast to coast, regardless what blocks your way, keep on going, push through, adapt, overcome. I'm out of tea. Have a good night. I'm not going to keep on reading.